They're original to the building. They built the building around them. I didn't even push a button. Jeez,
And
right.
it says we're going down.
We want you in the marquee room.
It's not gonna go anywhere unless I do this. It's probably gonna take us down.
So this doesn't connect to the archive.
No.
So who's operating the elevator?
They're just messing with us. It's not funny, you guys.
Excuse me. We found all their bodies on the elevator.
All right.
I think at this point I'm gonna take the
Yeah, me
stairs.
too. They won't even, they're screwing with us. Someone's in there.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Foxville again. Sorry, everybody.
Save one flight of steps.
Does anybody else want to try it again? Aaron's like,
So on this level though, of course, you've got all the box seat areas out here too, and so there's someplace else to kind of sit and see what you might capture.
Yeah, our stuff's just right around the corner, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, right in that room. Yep.
So we'll head on up and then we'll break out.
Did anybody else get a weird picture in their mind of a lobster? Because we were almost just cooking that over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically the mezzanine level, second level as I call it, haunted bathroom. We'll put a camera in there and see what's going on. Toilets flushing, nobody's there, footsteps, shadows, all kinds of really cool stuff. Obviously, you can walk down this end, there's another set of stairs to go up. Anything else you want to add? Head on up, everybody go up one more?
yes. Beautiful.
It is.
They still, so when they shut the place down in the late '70s, one of the caretakers here managed to put plywood to protect it, but he didn't have time to do the men's room.
Yep, and the men's room is gone.
Stolen. But if you go look at the Detroit Fox, you can see it was a man on a horse with a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone stole it. Please save that one.
So what's cool about this was Peacock Alley. We had folks that had pictures, they were taking photos, got a figure of an apparition that was down at the end down there. And then I got an orb that went down the hall, turned around and came back. That video of the orb. So this is a cool location too up here on base. This is like a fourth.
It was. I have the reangle of everything required. This is insane. That's crazy. Oh, yeah.
This is how we'll get access to projection booths and other places too. Best thing I ever had happen to me, I was up here, I was doing EVPs, just sitting up here. Someone sang the.
Careful on the steps.
Oh, okay. Ooh, fun steps.
Real fun.
Oh, fun steps.
And the
Yes.
catwalk. Careful on the catwalk.
Yes. Thank you.
Please use caution in this area. Just start to
Is up there?
Go.
Go. Sorry.
Are you coming up?
Okay. It's up there.
Ooh, the catwalk.
He likes the back.
This is freaking amazing.
Isn't it neat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Better than a private tour, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just take free reign.
I love architecture.
Oh, just old art. Like, you don't see a ton of that around here anymore, but you get the old churches.
Yeah.
You know, that's about as close as you can get to the real Victorian style.
Yeah. I was telling the younger guy with the beard, he was asking questions about the organ and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And there's a documentary on YouTube about the organ, its construction and how it's built. And
Oh, really?
the history of it and everything like that. It's really,
Yeah.
it's really cool.
For that one there?
I'm sorry.
Put that one there, or
Yeah,
what?
mhm,
Okay.
yeah.
That's neat. I'll have to find that one.
Yeah, so the theater was started construction, I think, in 1927 and finished and opened up in 29. Like most theaters at that point in time, it wasn't open hardly very long at all, and the talkies came in.
Wow.
But back in the silent film days, they played soundtrack,
Sure.
and so and this organ has all kinds of sound effects and everything around the country.
Okay.
And there's only a few of them left that are still installed in the original spot and still operational.
Really?
And this is one of them. And there's an organ society
Our lead
here.
already kind of told you the
St.
story, but the
Louis
story is 1930s.
that helps maintain it.
projectionist whose name
That's
is
neat.
Leo
And it's a
Bill.
very
Was up here, he
expensive
was
thing.
operating one of the
You can see
spotlights
the
at that
pillar
time
there
on
in the
stage.
corner.
Uh-huh.
You see that little black opening behind it?
Oh, yeah.
That's access to some of the pipe chambers.
Oh,
The
okay.
pipes are stored in 7 different chambers in this building.
Oh, wow.
Breaks her leg, apparently damages her leg. They have to stop the whole, production because of that. And then he passed away numerous different ways, but he died. And the guys that work up here now say that if they're not paying attention, as Arlene said, they do a little smack on the back of the head. Mark was here 5 years ago, and something picked up his headphones and threw him across the room. So anyways, projection. So you can see the view down on the stage, which is really cool. And then, hello, who's here?
Well, he's right over there. He doesn't want to see me.
If you want to see one other little area, and then we basically let you go.
Okay.
If you want to go see what it looks like from the catwalk.
Yes. Hey, Chris. You doing? We'll come back through here. Excuse me.
I do not have a flashlight. What kind
Here.
of-
I got one. Yeah, I had to go back too. Here.
Thank you. So be real careful. If you are so inclined and you go up here, I'll let you hang on to that.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I don't fall and break my ass.
Uh-huh. Step down. Oh.
It's one of the coolest parts of the theater.
Oh, man.
Want me to hold something?
Go ahead, maybe I'll
Want me to
go.
hold something?
up there.
You're not going up there?
I'm going up there, man.
I'm just gonna go back in that room then. Just take a couple pictures, like directors and walls and stuff like this. You go. Oh, wow.
Andrew had an experience up here. He heard footsteps coming towards him. His story up here once.
He did.
Yeah. Can you imagine hearing footsteps coming at you? It's like, where do I go?
You can run, but you can't hide.
Right.
That's why I was late getting into the main room.
All right.
Right?
I'm coming in.
Sorry, I didn't mean to flashlight in your
No, you're
eyes.
fine. You got 2 more come down and you're good to go.
There's a step there.
Yes. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Watch out for this stuff.
This is where I had my experience.
Die here.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's everybody. What were you saying?
This is where I had my experience last time I was here.
Oh, really?
It sounded like I seen one of the doors. There's doors on each side of this dome.
Okay.
Quite small, like miniature doors. One was open. I seen it close. I walked up to it. I couldn't get it open. Like somebody locked it. And then like maybe a minute later, I heard somebody with like, it sounded like work boots walking towards me, and nobody was there. And it dissipated. And then I found out later the maintenance man haunts up here.
Huh.
So, all right, well, come back, I guess.
Yeah.
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 Can you hold my camera real quick?
Yeah, got it.
Appreciate it. Oh my god. Back up here. You want me to show you the doors real quick?
Yeah, if you
That
don't
was-
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
I can hold your phone or whatever. Okay. So, somehow I landed up here by myself. My wife landed up way down.
Oh, it does go around. I didn't see. Yeah, we
Yeah.
stopped just a couple steps in.
I was
okay.
literally, I was right here where my wife is. Oh my god, this is crazy. I'd probably say top 5 experiences I've ever
So
had.
I have the Oculus on right now, just like a little app, but it says come, like this, come, and then strange.
You feel that? I feel chilled right now.
Oh yeah, my whole leg is all like tingly and like staticky.
This door right up here. So I was walking right here. I think I stopped right here, and my wife was down there. I'm like, oh hey babe. And then all of a sudden, this door, there's a door right over here. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, right here. This door.
Yeah.
It was open, and I seen it close. So I ran over here, and I couldn't open it. Like somebody locked it.
Oh, you gotta be careful right here.
Yeah.
Like,
Like right now, I'm getting head pressure right now.
oh,
That corner.
Oh. Yeah, it was this door right here.
just said sir.
If you're up here, do you remember me?
Oh, it just said beast. So I guess it does.
This door closed, and I couldn't get it open. So I walked back over there, and I turned around, and yeah, it sounded like heavy work dudes walking towards me, and nobody was up here but me.
Hold this door.
Yeah, yeah, it was this door right here.
Are they in here?
Yeah, I'll let you in there.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. There's something.
Oh, cool.
Is the maintenance man up here?
Apparently my flashlight now. I want to go down that ladder. Yeah, I really want to go down that ladder. I don't think they would approve that.
Probably not. I mean, I'm legit afraid of heights. So if you wanna, all power to you.
Yeah,
If you wanna tackle that.
it's probably a bad
There's
idea.
a ladder. He goes,
That
I wanna
old
go down that
rickety
ladder.
wooden ladder.
So I'm like, I'm afraid of heights. So if you wanna do that, more power to you. Do you wanna go all the way around?
Yeah, I can. I'm getting head pressure now. First time this. So
Literally.
Yeah, somebody's littering.
it could be heights that's causing this, but.
Well, no, like my whole left side has like been like numb
weird
or
ladders.
sharp pain.
This door here leads out to the roof.
Gotta contort yourself.
You were up on
Oh, okay.
That's the only bad part about getting up here
Oh, bad.
is you gotta get down.
You gotta get down sometime.
Oh, yeah, Scott wanted me to ask if you had an extra like 32 gig.
I looked for one. I couldn't find one.
Like I said, we rushed out of the house with the
Thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Where's the other?
You got it. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Cool. I mean, it's not as fun as that wooden ladder I found, but
Yeah, we're trying to get more into video editing and maybe do some YouTube stuff.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like a million paranormal groups already doing
Oh, of course, of course. But I mean, the good thing about that is everybody has their own niche, and it's not like you're,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, there's really
It's-
not a
it's-
whole lot of like husband and wife.
Wait, what?
Oh, sure.
Doors there.
Was the marquee, was that the first, like kind of in the basement, the first place we were at?
Yeah, where we
Okay,
started.
That's right.
Yeah. And full circle. I think these.
Yes, I don't work that.
Yeah, no telling anymore. Probably on 4 or 3. No, I mean I've had a couple of those experience where I can't explain what happened at a certain time, but more of a skeptic than anything. I don't think they're
Indiana and did an investigation. And they were walking through the basement where there's this notorious maintenance man that hated women. And of course,
Yeah.
and I hate like when people are like, oh, the like shadow man, or I'm like, I don't want to give them any
They call
fuel.
him the Joker.
The Joker, and I'm like, no, they're the maintenance man. That's what you call them.
The doppelganger, you know,
Yeah.
you know, mimicking
Like,
sound.
come on, we
or
were just
whatever.
walking through, holding hands like normal, and then there was this force that just punched me in the middle of the back so much where I like flinched and I swung around. He's like, "What? What happened?" And I go, "No, I got like some dude just punched me in the back."
I think that's the other tour. Doesn't look like anybody. Looks like your flashlight's on.
Yeah, I don't know where they're at.
Yeah, there's no tell anymore. So that's where we were, obviously.
Where's that deer right now?
I think it's down one more.
Or we'll just do our own thing, split up, and
Attempt to find my wife.
yeah. Babe over here, I think. Yeah, there's the haunted bathroom.
You know.
Supposedly active.
I hear Aaron.
Oh, there they are.
Yep.
And also as a, I don't want to say medium, but as a sensitive.
Don't worry about being judged.
That's hard to do.
Don't worry about it.
It's so hard to
I
do.
know it is.
And everyone wants to get those marks.
The stairs over here. Are they in here? Probably not.
No, I thought I heard them.
Well, Aaron's over here. We found Aaron.
I don't know where Scott's.
But yeah, I don't know my wife and George and everybody else is. They're not on the stage yet. Let's ask them.
So I will say,
Focus. There it goes. Sorry.
there's derivative, right? So he gave me a lot of
Yeah.
information without giving me a lot of information. So Williams for people's sake. He likes to talk, likes to be able to talk, and feel free to talk, but he's ashamed to talk. But at the same time- Right.
And he's trying to tell us that he's sorry. If you go to that next guy, there's the house and stuff.
So,
So he's trying to let these ladies know now, yeah, I was an asshole. I was a dick. I shouldn't have done, you know, and so, and that's maybe that's what happens when. Can someone just explain to me what a ghost is? Like, their souls have gone on. What is it?
Okay, so
I just want to know the basics.
there's doubt. There's not feeling accepted. There's I'm not good enough to go move on. Or I just missed it.
Dead like a bug?
Yeah, but your energy.
Yeah, I believe that.
This is
Your
residual energy from people
Yes.
who have literally gone on to the other world.
Not always.
No, I don't think so.
So, like what I'm saying is, some people miss the boat. They don't believe that that white light is for them. They're
Right,
in
I've been
denial, so
told
they
that.
stay.
I've been
Right.
told that by one of the paranormal research guys who was a Marine. He worked in a funeral home, he worked in a women's prison, and he said, I go, what the hell is a ghost, Bob? And he said, it's true. If you don't go to the light, you don't get in. And he
Don't.
said, you gotta go to the light. And he said, I said, well, why would God let these children be here? There's so many children. And he said, when kids die so young, they don't wanna leave mom and dad, they're confused, they don't know what's going on. And I said, okay, and he goes, that's why the battlefields are so haunted. He's like, these young, very young men, and the trauma that they're in denial. They don't go to the light, they're freaking out because their organs are outside their body.
Yeah.
You know, so he said that it just gives me chills to think that if you, and then they're the bad ones who refuse the light and who don't want judgment. And I mean, I believed Bob. I was like, okay, like I get it. But
Do they ever get a chance to go back to the light?
Only with
Yeah.
help, right?
Only when help. So think
Is that
about
like
this.
when you pray for them?
It's when you tell them, like, okay, let me go back to, you always have to go back to the beginning, right? Like, and I can't say that my answer is the all answer of everything.
Right, no one will have the truth.
Right, but okay, so think about this. Have you ever been wrong and you're like with a person and you're like, no, that's not how it is. This is how it is, and I don't care what you say, and I'm not doing that. And it comes up that you were wrong and they were right. How hard it is for you to accept that. You just want to go, it only happened once,
Yeah.
right? So think about the ultimate question of life. You die, and now that you see that you were wrong, right? And now everyone has their own opinion of, well, you're not going to heaven because of this, you're not going to heaven because of that. And if you don't do this, you don't do that, you're not getting into heaven. That's still in your mind. Or not mine, but that's still in your energy, that thought process. Like, the spirits do still think, you know? So now you're presented with this, and now you're ashamed. Now you're like, I'm not going to be accepted. I can't go to that because I don't want to go up right now. This isn't hell. Because if there's God, there's got to be a hell. And if I go to that light, the way I lived, I'm going to hell. It's too late for me to repent. But it isn't. So like us that like believe in the word, that understand that you can repent at any time.
Right.
And believe that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your religion is.
Right.
Just saying, you can repent at any time, and somebody in our room can go and help that energy repent and pass on and see light and go. Does that
So
help?
let me ask you guys, what do you think
Yeah.
about dreams? Like when someone that has passed away and you dream about them, is that deliberate? I feel like it's deliberate.
So I actually have like a really cool dream about this. So we have 2 boys, 3 and 5. And when I was pregnant with my oldest, I would always hear this male voice. My father passed away when I was 7. I'd always hear this male's voice in my head. And I'm like, it sounds familiar, but I can't place it. And it was my dad. Because I'd watched like my mom and dad's like wedding video. I'm like, oh my God, that's the voice. And then with my youngest, nothing. I didn't hear anything. I didn't have any sort of contact, nothing like that. And then when he was born, I was telling my husband, I was like, I don't understand. It's like I was filled with hormones. I'm like, he doesn't even care that like I had Elias. He doesn't even care about him. I don't know what his problem is.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, I had like a dream. It was so weird. It was out of a Disney movie. But it was like all these clouds and these ivory pillars with like rose vines wrapped around them. My dad was dressed up like Prince Charming from Cinderella, because we would watch that. And then he just had his arms like this. The dream was 5 seconds long.
But long
And it
enough
was
for you
just,
to remember.
it was just like this. And whenever you have dreams that you remember, they're not dreams, they're actually messages. So it took that amount of
Yeah.
energy. He probably didn't have a whole lot, but it took that amount to say like, I'm right here.
You're
You know,
okay.
I
And that's
care.
how,
Calm
We
down.
believe spirits can touch you. Like, people always, well, how can a spirit touch, scratch? It's all through thought, pretty
Okay.
much. It's like a consciousness, you know. They
Energy.
don't have a physical body anymore. But now, is that for sure? No. But I mean, that's just our opinion on it. Like, we feel like it's through thought, and maybe Aaron would agree.
I mean,
don't know.
they'll
Yeah.
And if
pick
they're
up a
angry
flashlight
enough,
and take it away.
if they're
and then
angry
5
enough,
minutes
they'll
later,
have
it's
enough
back.
energy to like grab you or push
You gotta
something.
remember, everything is nothing but energy.
Yeah, we're energy.
Now, we
so-
can